Hey everybody, welcome to Comiskey Park for next game in the Chicago White Sox 1977 season replay. When we last left you, the Sox were embarrassed by the Orioles by the score of 10-0. And the second game of that series was very exciting. I wish I had done that on video versus the 10-0 game. But the second game, the Sox won it by the score of 3-2 on a walk-off home run in the bottom of the 10th by Soderholm. Barrios and Flanagan each met each other stride for stride pitching. 2 runs in the fourth on a Lamar Johnson 2-run homer by the Sox, and then the Orioles countered with a Dempsey single, a Belanger single, a single, ground out, sent him to second, and then Belanger singled him home, made it 2-1. Then the top of the ninth, Barrios was still pitching, obviously he's pitching well, but then Lee May got him for a solo shot, and that caused his exit, made it 2-2. And then Flanagan went 9, and then to start the 10th, Dyer Miller came in, first batter he faced. Soderholm took him deep, and that's the end of that ball game. So the Sox proved to 26-20 as we head to Game 47 against the New York Yankees here at Comiskey, a first of a 3-game set. And we'll look at the starting lineups. The Yankees coming in 26-23. Randolph leads off at second. Mickey Rivers in center will hit second. Thurman Munson, the catcher, will hit third. Chris Chambliss will back cleanup and play first base. Roy White's in left field. He'll hit fifth. Mr. October, Reggie Jackson, will play right field and hit sixth. Greg Nettles, third baseman, bats seventh. The DH is Lou Piniella. He'll hit eighth. And Bucky Bleeping Dent will bat ninth and play shortstop. And on the mound, Mike Torrez. For the Sox, they finally get Richie Zisk back. He missed the 2 Oriole games. Don't know if it was a minor injury or nagging injury or what. But he's back, and their lineup is pretty much intact now. It's Garr, Bannister, Orta, Zisk, Gamble, Spencer, Lemon, Soderholm, and Essien. Pretty much standard lineup if you've been following the replay at all. And Ken Kravick making his second start of the season. He's 1-0 with a 1.13 ERA, so he's looking to keep that going. This game was played June 3rd, 1977. First game of a 3-game set here at Comiskey. So we are just about ready to go. Ken Kravick will step to the mound, get ready for his second start, and he'll be facing Willie Randolph to lead things off for the Yankees. Randolph on the replay is got 3 homers, 22 RBIs, and is hitting .286. So we'll get things going here in game number 47. It's a 4-6. Kravick against a right-hander. 4-6. 1-6 is a double. 7-20 is a fly to center, and Lemon will grab it. It's a 1, so it's a leadoff double. Leadoff double for Willie Randolph. Not a good way to start if you're Kravick. The D20, again, not helping the Sox at all. That'll bring up Mickey Rivers, Mick the Quick. He's hitting .332, 4 homers, and 33 runs driven in. He is an A bunter, so they're going to go ahead and bunt, and we'll do that on the advanced chart with 2d6s. It's a 10, so a 10, he's an A bunter. They're expecting it, so he'll be a B bunter. Batter is safe. Lead runner is thrown out by pitcher. How about that? So it's a failed sacrifice as Randolph is thrown out at third base. 1-5 Kravick. So Mickey Rivers failed with his bunt attempt, and Billy Martin is not too happy about it. So now Rivers is the runner at first. Now he could be looking to steal. He is a B stealer, and the catcher Essien's a 0. So let's look at the B stealer. He starts with a 13, but then if we look at a holding chance in the manual, a B stealer, you lose 3 points on deduction. So it's only a 1-10, 50-50 shot if you want to send Mickey. So 1-10, do they want to send him, or do you want to let the big boys hit? They're going to let the big boys hit. Thurman Munson's going to step in. Munson hitting .314, 6 homers, 33 runs driven in. 4-8, and that's a walk, so that'll get Rivers to second anyway. Runners at first and second, 1 out for Chris Chambliss. He's hitting .327, 2 homers, 26 runs driven in. 5-5, lefty on lefty. 5-5 is a ground ball, shortstop X. And the shortstop Bannister, well chronicled, not very good. He's a 4 E48. 4 and a 16 though, he'll at least get to that. We will check on the error. 4 and a 16 is a G2, so it's a fielder's choice. There's a 13. Is there a 13 on an E48? There is not. There is a 12 and a 15, and a 16 and an 18, but no 13, so it's a good play. It is a fielder's choice, so they'll get Munson the short way, 6-4. As Chambliss reaches, and Rivers will go to third. So runners are at the corners, 2 down, as Kravec tries to pitch around the shaky first inning. Here's Roy White, 295, 6 homers, 25 runs driven in, switch hitter. 5-4, 5-4, fly ball center field X. That's Chet Lemon. He's a 3-E13. So Lemon has to secure this to get him out of this. Oh, that's not good. 3 and a 3. That's going to drop in almost assuredly for a base hit. 3 and a 3 is going to be a double, 2 stars. So that'll score a run. E13, and that is a 14. E13, and there's no 14. There's a 15 and a 17 and a 16, but no 14. But it will drop in for a double. But since it's 2 stars, Chambliss will not be able to score. He will have to stop at third. But the Yankees do lead at 1-0, and you figured the way Kravec was playing with fire, he was going to get burned, and he did. Roy White took him out. All right, so now here's Reggie Jackson. 310, 11 home runs, 22 runs driven in. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. Kravec trying to get out of this. 2-9, and he's not going to do it. Reggie Jackson goes deep. Mr. October. 2-9, a solid, bold home run against a left-hander. And Reggie puts the icing on the cake, and I hope this is not like the last video where it was 10-0. Please don't let it be that way. I really don't want to go through that. Right now it's 4-0. And of course the Oriole game started 5-0. So Kravec's going to have to eat some innings here. All right, here's Nettles. Nettles, after all that, 268, 13 homers, 39 driven in. 5-4 is another fly ball center field X, and again Lemon will have a chance. And had he caught that ball from White, none of this would have happened. But he didn't. 3 and a 2. He's going to miss it again. 3 and a 2, and that's going to be another double. 13. I don't believe there was an error on the 13. I think that's what I rolled last time was a 13. So we'll double check it. 13 and a 13. Yep, no error, but again, it is a double with 2 stars. Of course, nobody's on base, so it doesn't matter. It's just a double. But Kravec endangering of letting the Yankees bat all 9 batters again. That'll bring up Lou Piniella, the DH. He's hitting 254, 1 homer, 7 runs driven in. 1-6. And that's a base hit. 1-16 is a double. 17-20 is a single, and that will score a run regardless, depending on what it is. It's a 2, so it's another double. So yet again, another double. It is now 6-0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sorry, 5-0. It's now 5-0. And Dent is up. 9th man to bat in the inning. 272, 1 homer, 16 runs driven in. 4-11. 4-11's a fly ball to right to finally get out of this, but not before the Yanks put up 5 runs, which is exactly what Baltimore did in the last video. They put up 5 runs in the first, so I certainly apologize for getting these blowout games, but you know, we're only in the bottom of the first, so anything can happen. But Sox got their work cut out for them, and the bullpen we may get Wilbur Wood rubber arm for a while now. He's loosening the bullpen. Mike Torrez is going to get the start for the Yankees. Torrez 4-4 with a 4.43 ERA, but he has been given a 5-0 lead to work with. Here's Ralph Garr. 2-11 for Garr against the right-hander. He's going to ground to third, handled by Nettles. 1 away. And that brings up Alan Bannister. Bannister's 298, 1 homer, 15 runs driven in. 4-5. 4-5 is a ground ball shortstop X. That's Dent. Dent's in 2-E20. 2 and a 6. He will get to that. E20 and an 11. Let's check. E20. Is there an 11? There is no 11. The 2 and the 6 turns out to be a G2, so it's good enough with nobody on. 6-3 ground out, 2 away. 2 up, 2 down. Here's George Orta. And Orta, 244, 8 homers, 19 runs driven in. 1-5, he will draw a 2-out walk. So 2-out walk, and that brings back Rick Zisk, who they've been missing for those last 2 games. Zisk hitting .326, 7 homers, 32 runs driven in. 2-6. Oh, it would have been a ballpark home run chance, but we're not doing that. We're just doing advance, so it's a fly to right. And that's going to end the inning. So Kravec is actually tired, so got to watch those dots on his card. They're going to try to get him through at least 1 or 2 more innings if they can. Try to save that bullpen, but if it gets out of hand, it gets out of hand. Right now, Willie Randolph will lead things off back to the top of the order. 1-6 against the lefty. It's a 1-12 single. 13-20. It'll be snagged by Soderholm. And it's a 12. So it's just been that kind of day for the Sox. The D20 is not working for him. That's going to be a single. So Willie Randolph singles. He will not be stealing up 5-0, but he will be held. Here's Rivers. 6-11, lefty on lefty. It's a fly ball to right. And that's 1 away. That'll bring up Thurman. Munson walked his first trip. 4-5, struck him out. So Kravec trying to battle back, despite being the fatigue that he is. Here's Chambliss. 110 is Chambliss got him. 1-5 is a triple. 6-20 is a single. They better hope for a 6-20. And they got it, 6-20. So that at least saves them a little bit. It's a single, puts runners on the corners, but at least nobody's scored yet. But that's subject to change as Roy White comes to the plate. He had that double first time up. 3-10. This time he's going to pop to short, so Kravec pitched around that mess. Got through it with no damage. And we go to the bottom of the second. Score still Yankees 5 and Sox nothing. Torrez back out and be facing the DH Oscar Gamble. And Gamble on the replay hitting .291, 7 home runs and 23 runs driven in. 4-10 against the lefty. 4-10 is a struck him out. So Torrez pitching confidently with the big lead. Here's Jim Spencer. .275, 7 home runs, 31 driven in. 3-3. Ground ball to second base plus injury. Of course, we're not doing injury, but if we were, he would be subject to injury, but we're not. It's simply a ground ball to Randolph for 2 up, 2 down. That's all the Sox would need, is to add add injury to this insult. All right, here is Chet Lemon. He's really struggling. .225, 7 home runs, 21 runs driven in. 6-6 Torrez against the right-hander. Ground ball to short, handled by Dent. And 2 easy innings for Torrez. And after 2 complete, it's still the Yankees 5 and the Sox nothing. Kravec gingerly going back out there. He's got to face Reggie, who took him deep. His first time up, 3-run shot. Really blew the game open. We'll see if he can get some revenge on Reggie. 3-7 against the lefty. 1-13 is a single. 14-20, Spencer will grab it. And of course, the D20 works against the Sox. It's a single by Reggie. 2 for 2. Here's Greg Nettles. Nettles, his first time up, he doubled. 3-7, and he's going to strike out this time around. So Nettles is out on strikes. That'll bring up Lou Piniella, DH. He also doubled. 2-4, he's going to foul out to Essien behind the plate for out number 2. So Kravec living dangerously, but trying to get through this. Bucky Dent, 2-3 against a lefty. That's a 1-12 home run. 13-20, it'll be caught by Zisk. So they're hoping for a 13-20, and they get it this time. Finally, it works in their favor as Zisk is able to haul it in at the track. And again, Kravec escapes what could have been disaster if it isn't already disastrous. We go to the bottom of the third, still 5-0. And Yankees have batted around twice. Each batter has hit twice. Sox got some guys haven't even hit yet. Namely, one of them right here is Eric Soderholm. Soderholm hitting .242, 8 homers and 20 runs driven in. 6-9. 6-9's an in-home run chance, but it has to be a 1. So you got a 5% chance of a homer. Anything else, it'll be a fly to Reggie in right field. And that's what it is, 1 away. Brings up Jim Essien, number 9 here, .304. 4 homers, 16 runs driven in. 6-3, fly ball left field X. That's Roy White. And White, not very good. Well, he's okay. 3E7. 3 and 19, he'll get to that for sure. E7, we'll check an E7 against a 13. E7, there is no 13, so Roy White, an easy play. And the inning is, or I'm sorry, there's 2 down. It was the 9 men in the order out. Now we're back to the top of the order. May as well be the end of the inning the way the Sox are playing. Here's Gar. 1-4, grounder to first, handled by Chambliss. So Mike Torrez, a stroll through the Comiskey Park. Leisurely stroll through Comiskey Park through 3 innings. It's 5-0 Yanks. And now actually Wilbur Wood is sat down, so Bart Johnson is kind of light tossing just in case because he's the long man. Here's Willie Randolph. 5-6, ground ball to third. 1 away. So 1 down, brings up Mickey Rivers. 3-5, 1-19 is a single, so that's almost guaranteed. No way we're gonna roll a 20. We rolled a 19, we got awful close, but close doesn't count, except in horseshoes and hand grenades. Doesn't count in D20s. So Rivers is on, he's being held, but he won't be trying to steal. Here's Munson, 1-11 against the lefty, struck him out. So Munson's out of there, 2 down. And that'll bring up Chambliss. 6-7, that's a strikeout, but he is tired. So that's going to turn into a base hit. Now let me see if that's 2 stars or 1 star. I'm trying to remember what it is. Let me look in the book so I don't have to remember. Pitcher endurance, let's see here. Single 2 stars is what the book says. So it's a single 2 stars. Chambliss, it would have been a strikeout, but he is tired. And here's Roy White, so this may be the last batter Kravick faces right here. Roy White runs at the corners and 2 outs. 5-4, fly ball center field X. That again is Lemon. 3E13. 3-15. This time he'll at least get to it. There's a 12. So let's see if the E13 has a 12 in it. E13 does not have a 12, so it's a good play by Chet Lemon. And again, Kravick escapes and helps save some of that Sox bullpen. He gets them through 4 innings at least. And we go to bottom of the 4th. Still 5-0. Favor of the Yankees. And I've got a visitor with me that's at my feet, so I may as well let her get her debut here on the White Sox-Yankee game. Maybe she'll give a little karma to the Sox here. Put the hex on Mike Torrez. Go ahead and tear up Mike Torrez, Tabby. Let's tear up that Torrez card. Want to tear up the Torrez card? Tabby? Alright, that's probably all people want to see of you. And we definitely don't want to see your backside, so let's turn you around this way. Alright, Tabby, that's enough. Come on. Alright, folks. Tabby, don't do that. Tabby, maybe she can give some karma to the Sox and put the hex on Mr. Torrez. We'll see. Maybe the dice will change now. Here's Alan Bannister. At this point, I'll try anything, including luck. Here's Bannister. 1-5, that's a ground ball to second, handled by Randolph. 1 away. Here's George Orta. 1-9, that's either a single or a double. 1-15 is a double. And it's a 19, so it's only going to be a single. But they'll take it since it's the first hit of the game for the Sox. Here's Richie Zisk. And Orta, D-Stealer is not even going to be held. Here's Zisk. 6-8. And that's a 1-2 triple. 3-20 will be a single with 2 stars. And it's a 3, so it's a single with 2 stars. So they just missed a triple. But runners on the corners with only 1 out for Oscar Gamble. So it's maybe the Sox getting that karma from Tabby's helping out. Here's Gamble. 6-5 against a lefty. 6-5 is a strike him out. So Torrez strikes out Gamble for out number 2. So now it's up to Jim Spencer to get the job done. 6-5 again. I rolled the same thing again. It's another strikeout. Torrez got out of that mess. But at least Tabby made him think about it. And we go to the top of the 5th. Still 5-0 favor of the Yankees. And we'll see here. Reggie's back out. Kravik's going to give it another go, even though he's tired. Lefty on lefty. See if he can get Reggie. 3-3. Reggie, he walks. Now Nettles, and then this is going to be the last batter, Nettles, because the righties are coming and Bart Johnson's right behind him, ready to come in. So Nettles is the last batter that Kravik's going to face. 3-7. Struck him out, so at least he goes out on a high note. 1 away. And that's going to do it for Kravik. He will leave, and Bart Johnson will be coming on, the long man, right-hander. So Bart Johnson is in. As Kravik's day is done. Bart Johnson. Kravik ends up going 4 1/3, facing 25 batters, and I'll fill the rest in later. All right, so 1 out, 1 on. Lou Piniella, the batter, facing Bart Johnson, righty on righty. 3-7, struck him out. So struck him out, 2 away. And a 3-7 against a lefty would have been a potential single, so maybe got Kravik out just in time. Here's Dent. 4-6 for Johnson. 1-15 is a single, 1 star. 16-20, and first baseman Spencer will make the grab. 17, he does. So Spencer is able to get to it. Steps on the bag himself to end the inning. So Kravik finishes with 5 runs allowed in 4 1/3. So could have been worse. Still, it's 5-0. If the Sox can figure Torrez out, maybe they got a chance. Maybe Tabby needs to give him another hex, I don't know. But here's Chet Lemon, start us off. 2-5 for Lemon, that's a solid single. So that's a good start for the Sox, especially for Lemon. He's been struggling. So solid single. Lemon is a C-stealer, he will not be held. Here's Soderholm. 4-6, that's a walk, so good start for the Sox. First 2 batters are on for Jim Essien, who is not your typical number 9 hitter. He's hitting over 300, so he's going to swing away. 6-5, struck him out, so Essien out on strikes, 1 away. Back to the top of the order for Ralph Garr. 5-6 against a lefty. Fly ball to left field for out number 2. So now it's up to Bannister if they want to get it done. 2-8. Bannister struck him out. So after the first 2 were on, Torrez settles in and gets it done himself. So 5 innings in the books here at Comiskey. It is still, that first inning score still holding up. It is Yankees 5, Sox nothing. Bart Johnson coming back out. We'll be facing Willie Randolph to start the 6th. Randolph 6-4 against Bart Johnson. Catcher X, that's Jim Essien. And Essien, oops, I'm dropping everything here. Jim Essien, defensively, is a 2-4. Drop one of the dice. Where'd the other red die go? There it is. Okay. 2-4. 2 5. Check on that. 2 5 is a P/P, and that is a 9. And he is an E. What did I say he was? An E. I just had it. He's an E4, and that is a 9. E4. There is no 9, so it's a P/P, which is simply a pop up to the catcher with nobody on base. So Randolph pops it up to Essien, 1 away. Here's Mickey Rivers, Mick the Quick. 5-5 against Johnson, struck him out. There's a dot there, but he's nowhere near tired. He can go 4. He's got a 4 relief rating, so he's good for at least 4 innings. Here's Thurman Munson. He's a mid-starter as well. Munson 6-6 against Johnson is a walk. So 2-out walk to Thurman Munson. Brings up Chambliss, and Munson will not be held. 1-6 for Chambliss, and that's a potential home run. 1-6. 7-20 is a double, and remember, if Munson was not being held. It's an 11, so it will be a double. So now we got to check. It's double to center. Since it's not listed, it's assumed to go to center. Chet Lemon, the center fielder, has a 0 arm. Munson runs at a 12, but since he wasn't being held, it's a 13. You add 2 for there being 2 outs, it's a 15. So 1-15, and he'll make it. And he does. So it's an RBI double RBI double for Chris Chambliss. Yankees now lead it 6-0. Brings up Roy White. And all this with 2 outs and the base is empty. 5-9 against the lefty. It's another walk. So maybe Bart Johnson might be in need of relief now. 2 on, 2 out for Reggie. And you wonder if they might go to the pen here. No, they're going to go ahead and let Johnson face Reggie. 6-3. Fly ball left field X. That's Orta. I'm sorry, that's Gar. He's a 4-E4. So this is danger of dropping in. 12, although he'll get to that. So I do believe a 4 and a 12 he will get to it. 4 and a 12 he certainly does. It's an F1. But it doesn't matter because that would be the 3rd out. As long as he doesn't make an error. That is a 13. E4, there is no 13, so Gar makes the play and keeps the Yankees just that 1 run. So 1 run is across, and we go to the bottom of the 6th. It is Yankees 6 and the Sox nothing. And I'm sorry about this, folks. This is the 2nd Sox game in a row that they've been shut down and their pitches are getting blasted. So I don't know what's going on with this, but they're just in some sort of a funk right now. I thought that walk-off home run against the Orioles in the last game would give them some momentum, but it hasn't carried over. Here's George Orta. 5-3. 5-3 is a ground ball pitcher X to Torrez. He's a 4-E18. He's not exactly fleet of foot out there. 4 and a 12. I do believe he'll get to that. 4 and a 12. Yes, he will. And it's an E18, and that's a 13. E18. There is no 13. It's a 12, 11, 12, and a 14, but no 13. So Torrez danced around that, makes the play. 1 away for Richie Zisk. Zisk 1 for 2 with a single. 5-5. Grounds to first, handled by Chambliss. 2 down. So even the curse of Tabby hasn't seemed to help. Here's Oscar Gamble. 6-9. 6-9. That's an in-home run chance. 1-15, and he does have normal power. 16-20 would be a triple. That's an 18. That's the way the D20s have been going for the Sox in this bad streak they're on. The odds were definitely in their favor. They had basically a 75% chance, I think it is, to get a home run, and they found the 25% chance to get the triple. And of course, nobody's on base, so he's just going to get stranded at 3rd unless there's another hit involved. So Gamble, a 2-out triple, but you're up to Jim Spencer now to bring him home. Get that goose egg off the board. 3-3, and he won't do it. He grounds to 2nd, and that's going to end the inning. So a wasted triple. That's just the kind of way it's been going for the Sox here lately. They're just in a funk for some strange reason. I don't know if it's playing these tough AL East teams that's causing it or what it is, but they're just in a kind of a funk. They need to snap out of it. All right, Bart Johnson back out. We'll be facing Nettles, Piniella, and Dent, bottom of the order. Here in the top of the 7th. 1-6. 1-6. A 1-4 is a homer. 5-20, he flies to right. And of course the D20 is going to go against him. That's a home run for Greg Nettles. 1-6. He needed a 1-4 to get a home run. If you're looking at 1-4 there, what is that, a 20% chance? 80% chance of a flyout, and he finds the home run. I think the D20 might be loaded. And that's a home run to make it 7-0 Yankees. So when it's not going your way, it's not going your way. Here's Lou Piniella. 5-7, and that's right in Bart Johnson's spot for a base hit. 1-13 is a double, 14-20 is a single. Of course it'll be a double. Didn't even have to roll it. I should have just automatically awarded a double there because that's just the way it's going. Here's Bucky Dent. 6-5, struck him out. He's not tired yet. Thank goodness, or I'm not counting him as tired anyway. Whether he is or isn't, I don't care. Got to get out of this inning. 5-10, fly to left, 2 down. He's only in his 2nd inning. It was 2 2/3 innings he's pitched. No, 2 1/3 innings he's pitched. And he's rated a 4, so I don't think he's tired, despite allowing 2 runs. So I don't believe he'd be tired. Rivers, 112, was hit by the pitch. It's about time they hit somebody. They needed that. It's runners at 1st and 2nd. About time they hit somebody. Ought to hit another one. Here's Thurman Munson. Too bad he can't hit somebody intentionally in this game. 1-7, that's a single with 2 stars. So Thurman paying him back for the hit by pitch. It's a base hit. That will score Piniella. It is now 8-0 Yankees, with runners on the corners. And that's going to be it for Bart Johnson. He's out of there. Wilbur Wood, the knuckleballing lefty, will be coming on to finish out the game and save the rest of their bullpen. Wood coming on. Johnson faced, let's see, he pitched inning and 2/3, 2 1/3. So he pitched 2 1/3. And he faced 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 batters. All right, so Chambliss, lefty on lefty against Wilbur Wood, although it's already 8-0. 2 outs, trying to get out of this mess. 1-8 for Chambliss is a walk, so it's going to keep the inning going and load the bases for Roy White. So Roy White, the bases loaded, steps to the plate. 6-8, 6-8, and 1-4 is a single. 5-20, he grounds to Solder home. What do you bet? I roll a 1-4. You know it's going to happen. And there it is. Case in point. Beats the odds again. That D20 is just hexed. So base hit, that will score the run. It's now 9-0. 9-0 Yankees. Here's Reggie Jackson. He is, speaking of 9, he's the 9th man to bat in the inning. Reggie, 4-6. 1-11 single. 12-20, he grounds to first. Do I dare even roll it? We know it's going to be a single, right? There it is. That's a single. We knew it. Guaranteed. They have now going to bat around. Another run will come in. It is now 10-0. There's only 1 star, thank goodness. But another batting around. It is 10-0. And the man that started the inning, Greg Nettles, is back up. He started this mess with a home run. 1-7, lefty on lefty. 1-11 is a single. 12-20 is a line out to first. Do I even dare roll it? You know it's going to be a 1-11. Why am I wasting my time? There it is, base hit. D20 is definitely cursed. So it's only 1 star, so that's going to make it 11-0. 11-0. And here's Lou Piniella. Bases are still loaded with 2 outs for Wilbur Wood. 4-2 against a right-hander. Ground ball first base X at Spencer. And Spencer, if he's not asleep already, a 1E13. So we know he'll get to it. It's just a matter of if he makes an error or not. So that's a 13, and he is a 13. 13 and a 13, and wouldn't you know it? First baseman, a 13. A 13 is right there, 1 base error. So when it rains, it pours. It's an E3 on Spencer. It's going to move everybody up another notch. And I'm almost losing track of what the score is now. It's getting so bad. Brings up Bucky Bleeping Dent. 6-8. 1-4 is a single. 5-20, he grounds to third. You know it's going to be 1-4. I don't even know why I waste my time. Finally. Redemption. It's a 5-3 ground out. Hallelujah. Where's the hallelujah chorus when you need it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 runs. It is 12-0 Yankees. They missed the 2-point conversion, but they lead at 12-0 over the Sox. And total embarrassment. Most of the patrons have left Comiskey Park, and I'm sure most of the viewers watching this as it's premiering have already left the premiere as well, and I wouldn't blame you if you did, but you know, can't control what the dice say. But for those who stuck around, here you go.
All right, let's do it again. Better this time. All right, Nancy, let me hear you. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the club. Buy me some peanuts, some
stuck around and at least got to hear Harry. Maybe that was worth it. All right, now Torrez, this is his point of weakness inning number 7. Here's Chet Lemon. 2-7 for Lemon. It's a 1-2 single. There's no way that's going to happen. 3-20 lines to short. Oh, how about that? He got a 2. So a mock cheer comes up on that D20 roll. Here's Soderholm. 5-4. Ground ball third base X. That's Nettles. And Nettles is a 1 E13. 1 and 18. That'll be a double play unless there's an error. 13, and that's an 11. And well, they got a break. They got a break. Third baseman, rated number 13, and 11 right here is the only error is an 11, and we rolled an 11. So it's a 1 base error, and maybe now it's time for the Yankees to show the Sox how to implode even better. So 2 on, nobody out for Essien. Tabby's gotten stirred again, but I think it's too late, Tabby. 5-7. Well, Torrez 5-7 is right in his wheelhouse there. 1-8 is a double. 9-20 is a single, so the shutout will be broken with a double. So it's a double, 2 stars for Essien. And the run finally scores. Chet Lemon comes across the plate, cuts the lead to 12-1. Runners on second and third, and nobody out. And Ralph Garr, the batter. So Torrez now just about at his point of weakness. So the Yankee bullpen, Ken Holtzman is loosening down there and would be coming in. Lefty Ken Holtzman. Right now it's Garr facing Torrez. 6-3 versus a lefty is a fly ball left field X. That's Roy White. And again, White is a 3 E7. 3-20, he'll get to that. E7 and an 11. Let's see if there's an 11 on an E7. E7, there is no 11, so it's a good play. And with a 20 on a 3, that is a F3. And F3 means runners hold. So no sac fly. It's just a normal fly out to left field. 1 away. Brings up Alan Bannister. Infield's back. They'll give a run on a ground out. 6-6. And they do right there. Ground shortstop A. That'll score the run. So a run comes in for Soderholm to cut the lead to 12-2. And Essien will hold at second with the play in front of him. So there's Tabby's trying to get into my paperwork here. All right, it's 12-2. Here is Orta. 5-6 against the lefty. It's a fly to right. And it's a dot there, but he's not quite, he hasn't hit his point of weakness yet because he hasn't gone over that threshold of the 3. He got to 3. Or maybe he is tired. Let me double check that. I think when you get 3, you are tired. So I think he might have been tired there. Let me just double check this. Make sure I'm playing it accurately according to what I see here. Allows any combination of 3 hits or walks in the same inning as his point of weakness inning, which he did. He did allow the 3. So it will be. Well, actually, that was an error on Nettles, so I don't think errors count against him. I think I have to revisit that because I think it's with an error there. I don't think that counts against him. It says any combination of 3 hits, unintentional walks in the same inning. Well, an error is not an unintentional walk, so to me, he has not reached his point of weakness because that was an error. So to me, that's a good play. 5-6. As much as I hate to admit it, it's a fly to left and the inning's over. So it's 12-2. But that's going to do it for Torrez. He's going to go his 7 innings, and that's going to be it. They're going to be bringing in Ken Holtzman to wrap it up for the last 2 innings. And the Sox are done, but at least they picked up 2 runs to get off the schneid. And now Rivers is on. And knuckleballer Wilbur Wood. He almost can't get tired. All right, here's the Randolph against Wood. 1-9 against the lefty. He grounds to short. And there's 1 away. Here to start the 8th. Here's Mickey Rivers. 3-8. 3-8's a ground ball to third. 2 down. Got to bring up Thurman Munson. 6-9 for Munson against a right-hander. for Wood is the ground ball to shortstop X. That's Bannister, 4 E48. 4 and a 16, he'll get to that. E48 and a 12. Is there a 12 on an E48? Yes, there is. It's an error, E6. E6 on Bannister. So Munson reaches on the 2-out error. Here's Chambliss. 1-6 against the lefty. That's a home run chance. 1 to 9 is a home run. 10 to 20 is a double. You know it's going to be a home run. Come on, folks. No, it was a double. How about that? But Munson, again, was not being held. So he has a good chance to score on this. He runs as a 12. There were 2 outs, making a 14. He wasn't being held, making a 15. So 1 to 15, and he will make it because the double went to center, and Lemon has a 0 arm. 16, he's out of there, so they finally threw somebody out. Lemon got him. We'll call it 8. We'll say 8 to 6 to 2 is a nice relay from Bannister to get him out and keep that run from scoring. So Munson is out. He didn't really hustle all the way, I don't think. Probably got a bad jump on top of it. But either way, he's out of there. Keeps the score at 12 to 2. Torrez is out of there. Ken Holtzman is in to pitch for the Yankees as Torrez goes 7 and will get the win. Kravik's going to take his first loss, and his ERA is going to take a really bad hit. Holtzman coming on now will be facing Zisk, Gamble, and Spencer. So 2 out of the 3 are left-handed, but right now it's a righty Zisk. 2-6 for Zisk. Fly to right. Would have been a ballpark home run chance, but not in the advanced. So it's a fly to right, 1 out. Here's Oscar Gamble. 2-9 for Gamble. He struck him out. Probably should have used Lamar Johnson as a pinch hitter, but when it's 12 to 2, do you really care? And a 2-9 would have been a fly to right by Johnson, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Outs and outs. That's 2 down. And here's Jim Spencer. 5-5 off the lefty. It's a fly to center. Holtzman 1-2-3. So we go to the 9th. And again, Wilbur Wood going to come out and finish this thing off. To not have the Sox have to use all their bullpen. They just got by with 2 bullpen guys, so they do have Hamilton and LeGros going forward in the series are well rested. And they'll have to hope their starters can get them some innings. Namely, Steve Stone, I think, is the starter next game, so hopefully they'll get him some innings. Here's Roy White, start the 9th. 3-6 against the lefty. He's going to ground it back to Wilbur Wood. 1 away. Brings up Reggie. He got the whole ball of wax started with that big 3-run homer in the first. 4-8. 1 to 2 is a double. 3 to 20 will be a single. That's a single for Reggie. He's now 4 for 5 in the game plus a walk. So Reggie offensively is the player of the game for sure. Here's Greg Nettles. 6-7. That's a solid single to center field, but Reggie is just going to loaf to second. He's not even thinking about going to third. So runners are at the corners. 1 away for Lou Piniella. 1-3. That's a solid single for Lou to left field, but again, Reggie's not going to go anywhere. He's loafing around the bases. Bases are now loaded though. For Bucky Dent. 1 out. Bases loaded. Infield double play depth. 6-6. Ground ball shortstop A, and that's just what the doctor ordered. 6-4-3 to get him out of that mess. And Reggie being lazy helped him not give up any more runs. But it's a 12 to 2 lead as we go to the bottom of the 9th. And it will be Ken Holtzman to finish the job, facing Lemon, Soderholm, and Essien for the Sox here in the bottom of the 9th. 6-7. 6-7 against a right-hander is a single. So leadoff single for Chet Lemon. And once this 9th inning finishes, I'm going to pretty much call it a stream because I don't feel like tolling all this crap. I'll let the computer do it. Here's Soderholm. It's ugly, gory details. You don't even need to see them. 3-10. Of course, it's a ground ball third base A. 5-4-3 double play. And there's quickly 2 away, and the misery is almost over. And something that's not a misery is Uncle Ron's 1982 Action PC baseball replay. Stay tuned for that. He's going to be live streaming that at noon today. So when this video finishes, you'll have about another half hour or so, or maybe 45 minutes until noon Eastern. And Uncle Ron will be, I believe it's Detroit and Milwaukee, the 82 season game in the pennant chase and the Action PC baseball game. Uncle Ron always does a wonderful job on his Action PC outings, so look forward to that. Hopefully his game is a lot closer than this one. Here's Essien, 3-9 against a lefty, grounder to second. That's going to do it. That's going to be the ball game. And the Sox misery finally is over. As the gory details, it is 12-2. Yankees win it. Yankees improve to 27-23. Sox fall to 26-21. And if Minnesota won, they'll be 5 games back on Minnesota. But I got to check the computer and see who wins that one. So again, unfortunately, 2 Sox videos in a row have been blowouts, 10-0 and 12-2. So combined 22-2 in the 2 games that have been on video. So Southside Hitmen are not prime-time players here lately. They've been in a little bit of a funk. They almost gave away the previous game against the Orioles. They had to get a Eric Soderholm walk-off to kind of salvage that, and that's really all they could do. All right, so that's going to do it from here. Next one for me probably is going to be Manic Monday, and on Manic Monday, July the 1st, it'll be the rotation will send us back to Status Pro because we did History Maker last week with the Red Sox and the Mariners. Status Pro game I've got lined up is from July 1st, 2015. It is the Chicago Cubs taking on the New York Mets. It'll be John Lester against Bartolo Colon. So hopefully that game will be better than this one. We have to see. But like I said, when you start rolling these games, you never know how they're going to turn out. But hopefully the 77 Sox can right the ship and get things going again. We're only through 47 games, so obviously there's 115 games remaining. So they do have time to, get things squared away, but you don't want to fall too far behind those red-hot Twins, or else you'll find yourself where you can't catch up. So that's going to do it from here. Hope you enjoyed chatting and being entertained by something other than this game, because this game was not very entertaining based on the score. And I'm not as entertaining as some of the other folks. When the score is not good, I can't really entertain you. I can just kind of just report what's happening. So it is what it is, as the saying goes. But hey, it's a video and you can have fun watching it, and hopefully the Sox will do something next time. But if you're a Yankee fan, you're feeling pretty good about this right now. So that's gonna do it from here. Again, stay tuned for Uncle Ron. He'll be coming up at noon Eastern. Tigers and Brewers, Action PC 1982. Make sure you check out Retro Sports Network. Give him a like, subscribe, build his viewer base, because he's putting out some good stuff, whether it be Action PC baseball, football, or something else. So that's it from here. Take care, and until next time, we will see you all down the road.